Okay, welcome back to the channel. And on today's video, why most of the startup are in loss. Okay, we are just going to discuss about this on this video. May not this video may be good animated, but I am trying my best to make you clear on this today about this. Okay, please don't mind for that. Okay, I think most of the around 90% of the startup fail. Okay, now we are just going to discuss about this. Okay, most of the startup are in loss because of the math of the early stage and the business is stacked against the profitability and the data shows around 90% of the startup fail and nearly 70% of them shut down within 5 to 7 years. Now, according to the multiple industry study, in first 3 years, the average startup spend 2 to 3x or more than they earn mainly on salary, product development, marketing, and technology. Infrastructure for the venture-backed startup loss are even more common. Over 80% of venture capitalist funded startup operate at a loss during their growth phase also and because investor prioritize skill over the short-term profit. Okay, here also I have made this video, and another one reason is cash burn. Burning a cash is also the major thing that on average tech startup burn around 30,000 to $50,000 per month in early stage, while revenue may be minimal or zero. Okay, now data shown by around 38% of startup fail because they run out of cash. Here also they usually run out of cash, and not because the idea is bad. Customer acquisition is very expensive and acquiring a single paying customer can cost to 50 to 500 dollar in customer startup and around 1000 to $10,000 in B2B or SaaS, while profit from those customer may take years to recover also. Now, another thing, also market and the product risks also show that around 35% of the startup fail that there is no real market need, meaning money is spent building the product that don't convert into the revenue. Also, additionally, startup often price product low to attract user. Many SaaS startup operate with a gross margin below 60% initially compared to 70 to 85% once mature. While scale is reached, the unit economy also may remain negative and locking the company into the losses also. When the investor driven growth strategy also makes that the data from various reports shows that the most of the startup remain unprofitable for 7 to 10 years before breaking even. If they were do company intentionally accept the loss to dominate the market, knowing that 1 out of 10 successful startup can return enough value to cover this losses of other nine also. So most of the venture capitalists used to invest their money on such startup, and this is why startup ecosystem continue to grow despite having a persistence loss. Also, the model is built on profitability, scale, and a long-term payoff, not just for the immediate profit. So, all of you got it my point. Why most of the startup used to collapse? Because they run out of cash at first. Okay, the cash burn is the major reason that the startup run, and another one is product and service. At first, most of the startup will provide their product and service to their customer at a very low fee. Then, when they become habitual to that product, they slightly increase, but customer will leave that product because the customer find better product than their one also. And around there is no need for that market, means if we develop the product that is not needed for the market, then there will be certainly the startup will collapse surely. Also, we have to consider that point. And but people are making a startup because they are trying to solve the problem. Okay, so solving the problem is also the very crucial, not just for the profit, but also solving the need and demand of the billions of the people will be there. So like the tech startup or the AI startup like OpenAI, Anthropic, Perplexity, most of them are in loss, but they are still on the market because they are trying to solve the human problem also. Okay, so hope all of you got it my point what I'm saying you about. Okay, and then another thing is about the founder also. If the founder are not dedicated to us this to our their startup, then there will be a very low success rate. So they all need the good founder with a very good leadership and coordination skill. If that skill is absent on them, then the startup will collapse. Okay, have a great day.